guys, Victoria here, welcome back to our channel. So I realised that if it's coming up to Isaac being a year, that means we've also had our YouTube channel for a year, because the first couple of videos that we put out were that we were expecting Isaac and his gender reveal, and they were really just for friends and family. But what I learnt from doing those was that they created amazing memories for me, and we take so many videos and so many pictures of Isaac, and actually to be able to do our YouTube channel just for ourselves has meant that we have captured so many amazing memories that we've been able to now look back through. And I was spending some time the other day when I went to bed just looking back through all of our videos, and even things like Isaac's tongue tie video and the breastfeeding video, and I talked about the struggles that we'd had, and using the cloth nappies and all these different things. I honestly think, because of the whirlwind of becoming a new parent and being a first-time mum, if I hadn't taken these videos and recorded everything and been so open and honest about how I was feeling on my YouTube channel, I might have actually forgotten that that's how I was ever feeling. So I would encourage anyone, actually, even if you just do it for yourself, even if you just keep your channel private, to just document how you're feeling and the amazing journey that you go on, so that you've got that to look back on. Because it's so lovely, and I'm going to actually suggest to Adam tonight that we sit and watch through a few videos, but to know that we'll have his first birthday party to look back through. We've got the Halloween one from the other day, his first Halloween. We've got his first time with me for my birthday. His Father's Day video with Adam. There's so many memories that actually we can just look back through and relive, and I think that's really, really lovely. This is my big boy buddy. One of the things that I said I was going to do at 12 months was I was going to come back and give an update on breastfeeding and how we have done for the last 6 months, because I did a video right at the beginning, and then I did one at 6 months to say that we'd made it to the 6-month point. And at that point I was overjoyed that we'd made it that far. It had been such a struggle at the beginning with the tongue tie, and the fact that COVID meant we couldn't get in to see anyone until Isaac was just over 12 weeks old. So that was 12 weeks of a lot of pain on my side, a lot of emotional stress and strain, and we were very lucky that even though the progress was slow, Isaac's weight was going up bit by bit. Not as much as we would have liked, but not enough to have to use a formula, which we would have absolutely done if he'd obviously needed it. But because Isaac is plant-based and I'm plant-based, there are very few plant-based formulas, so I really, really wanted him to be able to breastfeed. I did just want to talk about the last 6 months of breastfeeding, because we are still feeding. We have we're still feeding. Isaac started on solids at the 6-month point, so the introduction of solids was really interesting as to how that changed and affected the way that he fed. We found that he was really into solids right from the beginning, loved it. He loves all his greens, he loves kale, broccoli, peas, courgette, and he will basically he wants to eat whatever we're eating, which is obviously tricky because Adam's not plant-based, so he can't really eat a lot from Adam's plate, but he always has whatever I have for dinner, so I just always make sure that I eat at the same time as him. We started off by introducing, what did we introduce first? We introduced dinner first, a sort of late afternoon dinner. Obviously I would just introduce him to different things throughout the day, snacking and things like that, but it was dinner that we introduced, and then we introduced breakfast about a month later, and then a month after that quite a heavy snack. So we do breakfast, quite a heavy snack at sort of 11, half 11, and then a dinner for him in the evening, and then eventually that snack sort of turned into a larger snack and then turned into lunch, and now he's on 3 meals a day and normally one snack in between. But on top of that, he still feeds from me about 4 or 5 times throughout the day. So first thing in the morning, he would do a big feed as soon as we get up. That's the very first thing that we do. He's at nursery at the moment. At nursery, he has his breakfast, a snack and lunch. And then when he comes home from nursery, he will do another big feed then. So that's sort of just after, about an hour after lunchtime. He'll then do another mid-afternoon and then another before he goes to bed. So if he does wake up in the night, which is unusual for him, he's really great at sleeping through, then we will do another feed in the night. So it tends to be 4 or 5 times at the moment. And I just love it. I love the bond that I have with him. I love the ease of not having to worry about taking the right things for a bottle with you. Isaac, actually, if you've seen the previous video, you'll know that we always did have a bottle of expressed milk that I would express throughout the day so that Adam could do the final feed with Isaac. At around 10 months, he just wanted to drop that bottle. He wasn't interested in taking something from a bottle. He only really wanted to be on me, and because he was sleeping much better, we didn't need that bottle to bridge the gap so that I could get a bit more rest before him waking up. So he dropped that bottle about 10 months, so a couple of months ago. And since then, it's just been me and the solids. So, yeah, there's not really much to report, just that I'm super proud of us for making it this far. Again, this is why I'm so happy to have the videos, because I tend to just look at the positives in things all the time and sometimes forget how hard things were to go through when we went through them. And I really wanted to, you know, remember the struggles that we went through and remember that we overcame them. And I'm so glad that we persevered and have made it to this point where he is still feeding from me. So going forward, I'm going to set ourselves a goal of making it another 3 months with feeding. I would really love, I don't know if you can hear that, but the dogs 2 doors down go absolutely crazy every time they're walked. Twice a day happens. Absolute madness. I don't know if you can hear that. Luckily mine don't react to it, they're just sitting here. They're so bored of the noise now, but when we first moved in, every time this happened, the dogs would go crazy. But now they know and they're not bothered. So yeah, I'm gonna, at this stage, it's really, oh my goodness, can you hear that? I really hope you guys can hear that. Oh. Anyway, at this point, it's really about me, Isaac and I just seeing how much longer we want to feed for. I have no plans to stop feeding him anytime soon. I want us to go for as long as it feels natural to us. And I know I've had a few friends who, one of my friends actually, her baby as soon as he turned 1 was just like, not interested, don't want to feed anymore, and just went fully onto solids. So Isaac doesn't seem to be showing any signs of wanting to stop, but I guess we just start to see if he reduces to 3 feeds and then to 2 feeds, and we would just judge it by him. But if you are someone who is struggling with breastfeeding, I would advise you to get all the advice that you can. We weren't able to get any advice from, there weren't any breastfeeding clinics we could go to or anything because we were in a lockdown when Isaac was born. But I've had friends recently have babies and they've said the clinics have been unbelievable. So definitely get help and ask any friends or anyone you've got in your family who've breastfed how to deal with some of the issues that come up, because it's definitely, if you can, and I know a lot of people can't, but if you are able to persevere and push through, then it is really, really rewarding. So I will update you guys again in 3 or 6 months if we're still feeding, and I'll do a video whenever he chooses to stop. So take care guys, see you soon. Thanks so much for supporting the channel. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe and keep in touch with us. Take care, bye.